Hi guys, this is AndroidNub, and these are the best games of the week. First up we have Demonrock War of Ages, published by Crescent Moon Games. This is a pretty interesting castle defense game. The graphics are pretty good. You control a character and can summon units. The goal is to destroy the enemy castle, although it's not actually a castle, but it's the same concept. There are a lot of levels to go through. You can upgrade your character and unlock new units, like Dragonborn. It's a cool game to check out. Next up we have Pocket Gunfighters, published by GAMEVIL. Here's a kinda casual shooter, so you attack enemies in this game by swiping or tapping the screen. There's a ton of characters to unlock in this game, and there's 3 different weapon types. There's the pistol, shotgun, and machine gun. The game does kinda have a story. There's some dialogue in the beginning of each mission.
Go ahead. Make my day.
You can swipe your character to dodge, and there is a lot of action later in the game. There's also really cool boss battles. Next up we have Chien CS, published by CMN Online. I think this is a Vietnamese game, so it's not in English, but it doesn't really matter for this type of game. This is a cool online third-person shooter. The graphics are nice, and the game has 2 modes, free-for-all and team deathmatch. You can control your character with a joystick, and there's a button to shoot. The gameplay is pretty good. You can level up and buy new guns and clothes for your character. It's a nice online shooter. Next up we have Soul Guardians Age of Midgard, published by ZQGame. This is a really cool online RPG. There's currently 2 classes to choose from. The combat is really cool. You control your character with a joystick, and there's a button to attack and skills to use. The fighting and effects look really cool, and it's really action-packed and a lot of fun. There's other players in this game. Once you reach level 10, you can play co-op with other players, meaning you can party with them and stuff. Really nice RPG to check out. Next up we have Battle Gems, published by Artix Entertainment. So this is a casual RPG with puzzle-based combat, and this game has a huge map to go through. There's like hundreds of levels. There's like over 9,000! And each level involves fighting a unique monster. So to find this game, you match up the gems. The sword represents physical attack, the paw represents your pet's attack, the potion to heal or do some other magic, and the crystals perform magic spells. The more you chain together, the more damage you do. It's casual and easy to pick up and play. Really awesome game. Next up we have Demon Avengers TD, published by WeeMe Studio. Here's a tower defense game with really nice graphics. So there's lots of different maps, and you place towers to prevent enemies from going to the other side. In most of the maps, the enemies can actually come in many different directions, which adds more challenge to it. So you place towers, you can upgrade towers, you have some hero character you can move around. There's lots of different kinds of enemies, and it's a good tower defense game to check out. Next up we have Dethroned, published by Treehouse. This game is supposed to be a MOBA game, which is similar to League of Legends and Dota, but this game is actually a little different. So you can actually build structures in this game, like guard towers or barracks to summon minions, and there's also gold mines where you can capture and collect gold from. Each hero has 4 skills. You tap to move, and you capture these towers, which makes the enemy lose life points. So there's like these life points, and first person to 0 loses. When one of your minions reaches their base, they also lose life. You can play against AI or against people online. It's a decent online strategy game. Dethroned. Next up we have Chaos Fighter, published by Coco Entertainment International. This game is like Pocky Ninja if anyone has ever played that game. So in this game there's lots of levels to go through and quests to do. The combat is automated, so your character automatically fights and chooses when to use skills. Although the combat is automated, it's still interesting to watch what happens, and it's fun leveling up your character, collecting new characters, each of which have different stats and attributes, and there's also new skills to unlock. It's a kind of casual but fun game to check out. Yeah. Next we have Obelisk, the Tormentor. Actually this game is called Elemental Strings, published by Drogo. Here's a pretty unique defense game. So elements go by in a string and can tap them to shoot at incoming enemies, or combine them with other elements to do more powerful attacks. There's a lot of levels to go through, and it's a unique and fun casual game. Next up we have Starborn Wanderers, published by GIGL. This game is like a space RPG. You control a ship and there's lots of quests to do. This game does have a story, but I found the text was really small and kind of difficult to read. Hopefully they could fix that. The combat in this game is turn-based, which seemed kind of weird at first, but it actually works out. So you and your opponent automatically fly around, and you choose which attack to use, and you take turns shooting at each other. The animations and effects do look very nice. If you're a fan of space RPGs, you'll probably enjoy this game. Oh my indeed. That was not weird. Next up we have Dr.GreyLord, published by Teebik Games. Here's an interesting puzzle matching game. This game has like a kind of medical cell theme to it. So you swap tiles around matching colors, which summons units. So it's kind of like castle defense plus puzzle gem elements. So there's different combinations of units you can summon, and these units go along the top and fight the enemies. Overall, it's an interesting casual game to check out. And last we have Sniper Tactical, published by fragOut Studio. Here's a strategic sniper game. The graphics aren't too bad, so there's a hostage in this game and your goal is to lead him safely to the exit. Every time you take a shot, the hostage moves forward, so you have to plan out who you're gonna shoot at first. There's a cool zoom in effect for headshots. This game is actually really difficult and requires a lot of strategy and patience. If you like these kind of games, it's worth checking out. Anyway, that's all for this week. Subscribe for more videos and thanks for watching.